Morning and welcome to Qigong Live Online. This is the advanced class today. We're going to do meditation today. So I'm going to bold right at the start and then I'm going to sit down. So have your hands on the side of your body, roll back on your thumbs. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. Gong. Return your hands back to lower dantian. Good, so we're going to sit down today. Take a seat. Now, there's lots of different positions you can meditate in. So you can meditate standing up. You can meditate sitting, lying down. You can meditate sitting. And there's lots of different sitting positions. Well, I'm sitting on a chair today, so make it easy for people who can't sit cross-legged in lotus position. If we sit like this today, it makes it easier. So anybody can do this. You can sit on a chair. I've got my legs crossed, but you don't necessarily need to have them legs crossed because you want to connect your kidney points to the ground. So we'll set it up a little bit. Now, the meditation we're going to do today, the Qigong meditation, is called, there's two of them we're going to do, and they're both from Lao Tzu Shao Dan, which is a particular Qigong meditation system. And we're going to do two of the meditations today. And we'll sit in them for about 5 minutes, so we won't stay there for too long. But you can, once I set them up, you can stay there for a lot longer. And I'll talk a little bit about the principles of meditation as well while we're sitting inside them. Yep. So meditation is one of the classic ways, and I think just about most ancient practices have some form of meditation, and Qigong and Taiji definitely do. And it's part of the stillness and the connection to your inner self, and then connection to the outer self, and it happens inside the space of the meditation. And part of it is about quieting the mind, getting the mind to be quiet. And when the mind stops, then you can access consciousness in a very different way. And the modern world today, we're very, very much in our head, and lots of things about thinking, and this one's about non-thinking. So to do that, you actually have to stop your mind from working. It sounds pretty easy, but it's not, because our mind has been in control a long time, and it doesn't like to give up control. The truth is, in Chinese medicine, they believe we live in our heart and our Shen, and our mind is a part, it just does functions for us, but we don't actually live in our mind. We live in inside our heart. Our directions and our choices we make are from our heart, not from our head. Yep. So this is a very simple meditation. The first one it's called Taiji Gong, which is supreme ultimate or grand ultimate Gong. Now, Gong means the skill, the grand ultimate skill. And this is a skill of how to sit quietly and how to not let your mind ruminate. That it's like you're teaching your mind how to stop. You're teaching your mind how to, it won't even stop as such because that's the wrong terminology. What it does is become inactive, even though it's like having your computer on, but there's nothing on your desktop. It's still running, but there's nothing going on because you're not making it do anything. And sitting inside there just looking at the screensaver, which is great. So I hope you have a nice pictorial picture of a screensaver on your computer. So we're going to sit there. So how we're going to set this up. So we have palms of our hands going to sit on our knees. Yep. We're going to sit on our thighs. We can have palms facing up. That Lao Gong point in your palm of your hands going to face up towards heaven. Now, as I say, you can have your feet either crossed, or you can have the feet just flat on the ground like that, or you can have them crossed. It's up to you. Now, the Lao Gong, the kidney one point at the bottom of your foot is Yong Chuan point. It's going to connect you to the earth. So you have a connection to the earth, connection to Lao Gong, to heaven through your hands, and also through Bakwa on the top of your head. So you have 3 points of connection to heaven, 2 points of connection to the ground. Now, if you're sitting on the floor, of course, your Rinmai Dumai, which is the channels that run around the center of the body and the back of the body, they connect to the earth through your spine, through your coccyx as well. But for this stage, because we're sitting on a chair to make it easy, we'll sit there and you can see in directions, and you want to have your back nice and straight. Tuck your pelvis forward so you feel like your pelvis forward so you're not sitting with bad posture. So you sit nice and straight. Bring your chin back and then look straight out. When you're meditating, don't look down, look straight out into the world, yeah? Now you can close your eyes or keep them open. It depends which style of meditation you like. When you close your eyes, what it has a tendency to do is that your mind will start wandering. It'll start making up ideas and thoughts. It'll start moving. When you've got your eyes open, the mind's pretty well locked into what's in front of you. It can only see that. And then so it'll start looking for things. Yeah. But when you've got your eyes closed, you take away the eye senses, then the mind can just wander off and start doing everything, unless you've trained it not to do that. But at this stage, I'd say we'll close our eyes and just watch your mind. Now, if your mind wanders off and goes somewhere else and goes outside the house and goes somewhere where you're going to go later on today, just catch it, it's gone, and then say, and acknowledge it's gone, and then bring it back inside your body. Bring it back, say, we'll focus on the breathing today. So there's lots of ways you do single focus. So we're going to focus on that, watch the breathing in, watch the breathing out. That's all we're going to focus on, single focus. We're going to watch that. Now, the other thing when we set up the meditation is not to move. This is probably the hardest thing not to do, is not to adjust. So once we set it up, don't move because you have an itchy finger and scratch your hand or scratch your chin or move your bottom or move your foot or move anything. Don't do anything. Just stay perfectly still. And if there's discomfort in your body, take your mind into the discomfort, single focus, and just watch the discomfort. If it's pain, take your mind into the pain and just sit inside the pain. Don't try and fight the pain. Just take your mind into the pain. And you'll find what happens, or a miraculous thing happens, is once you focus on the pain and you take your mind into the pain will just dissipate. It'll just dissolve and it'll go away. And then you bring your mind back into your breathing again. And if you feel something else is painful, you take your mind for the pain and it'll just dissolve. And keep bringing your mind back to the breath. We'll just do that. And as I say, the key to this is don't adjust. Once you set it up, don't adjust. Just let everything be wherever it is. And adjust the pain through your mind and don't move. Now, we're going to sit here for a little while, for about 5 minutes. So if anybody comes on and watches this live, they're going to see me just sitting here. They'll think the video is frozen, but it's not really. We'll do about 5 minutes and we'll see. Just relax. As I say, close your eyes. We'll have your eyes open. I'll cue you to come out and just sit here quietly. Breathe, long breath in, long breath out. Just relax. So I want you to bring your awareness back to your body. If it isn't already inside yourself, be aware of your arms, your legs, your fingers. Be aware of your head. Be aware of your mind. Be aware of your heart center. And then when you've got time, just slowly open your eyes and bring yourself back into the room again. Now, Taiji Gong, the meditation, is very good for quieting the mind. It's also really good for rejuvenating the yuan qi, which is that the yuan qi comes from the food, also comes from, that's like life force, comes from the food, comes from the air, comes from the kidneys. And it's particularly energy, and it's the life force inside our body. They call it vital energy, and quite often it's called. Now this rejuvenates the exercise. So this simple meditation, connecting to heaven, connecting to the ground, sitting quietly, can rejuvenate your energy. You think you'd have to do something or perform something, but inside the quietness, the body starts generating energy to produce yuan qi. So it's a very, very cool thing. Yep. So the other thing I didn't tell you to do is when you don't adjust is don't gulp. I caught myself doing that. And don't try not to gulp either. So have a gulp right at the start so you don't gulp as well. So there's no movement, yeah. And you notice now that I've been sitting here quiet, my voice has got quieter, I've quietened down and everything's slowed down, which is great. And that's what the whole point of meditation is. And meditation is not easy for some people. So what I'd say, don't start with trying to do half an hour at a time. Do 5 minutes. Just get used to the idea of sitting quietly, breathing in, breathing out, watching your breath, and don't torture yourself. Make it easy for yourself. Do it small to start off with so we can slowly build it up. Something miraculous happens inside meditation, and that's when your mind's quiet, you can access the chi inside your body. You'll be able to feel the energy inside your body more. You'll also be able to feel consciousness, or experience consciousness beyond mind. You'll be able to feel consciousness that's not thinking. Yeah, and it's the consciousness observes your mind. It's like our soul observing itself. And so it happens, but it happens in time. So don't expect it to happen exactly. That might happen the first time, but it might not. Because you might be just fighting with your mind to try and get your mind to be quiet. It's okay. But this is part of the meditation. The second one I'm going to do is called Fuxiao. Fuxiao is cultivating hands. Now, this is a particular meditation that's good for the daimai, which is the belt meridian. It's good for the renmai in the front, good for the dumai at the back. It helps to balance the three dantians, the mental dantian, or behind yin tan, your spiritual center, and also your physical center, and it balances the three of them up. It also helps to support the connection between the three centers, the mental, spiritual, and physical center, to the central column. Now, the central column runs from Bahua on top of your head, runs through the body, and comes out of Huiyin, which is Ren 1. And it's like a central pathway energetically. And these points go into the body and they connect with it in the center. This particular meditation lines all those up, gets the energy circulating through heaven and earth, through those points in the body, and activates all the points. And it tonifies the daimai, renmai, and the dumai. Yep, it's a very, very cool set of exercises. It's a very simple exercise. So we're going to bring one hand up, one hand down. So for the men, you're going to have your left hand underneath, with your right hand like that. For the woman, you're going to have your right hand underneath and your left hand like that. So as you see, we're sitting, the bottom hand's cupping. It's like holding the bottom of the energy, and the Lao Gong point's facing up. It's like holding the column. Holding a column of energy, and it's coming out of your hand going straight up, and we're holding the bottom of the column, and that's what it feels like. You've got your hand on the side of it and you're holding the bottom, and just rest your arms down. Yep. So I'm a man, so I'll put it around the other way. It's to do with the yin yang hands. Why the difference for male and female. Relax your shoulders. Yeah, very cool. And we sit there like this. Now, what's going to happen is when you sit here, you're going to be able to feel the palm of your hand get really hot. Oh, the meditation put me to sleep. And on the top end, you're going to feel the energy coming out of the Lao Gong point in the hand as well. So you'll be able to feel it connecting to this internal, this pathway of energy. As I say, you can feel it coming out of your palm of your hand. It feels like it goes up into the sky, and you've got your hands on the side of it, and you'll be able to feel this. Yeah. We're going to sit in here for 5 minutes again. Just relax your elbows. Bring your chin back. Looking straight ahead again. Yeah. Remember, on top of your head. The 2 kidney points at the bottom, Yang Chuan, and the bottom of your feet connected to the earth. Yeah. Now we've got Lao Gong connected to heaven. And we've got the opposite hand, depending on when your male or female hand, connected to the side of the column. Yep. The energetic column that we've got our hands to. Bring chin back and look out. And then you close your eyes. We'll do another 5 minutes of this posture, right? And just relax. As I say, you'll feel the energy in your hands start to build up. Just monitor your breath. Focus on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out, nothing else. If there's any discomfort, you can bring your attention to the discomfort, and it'll just dissolve, and then come back to the breath again. We'll bring your awareness back to your body again. The awareness to your two arms. Awareness to your feet on the ground. Awareness to your two hands. Awareness to your fingers. And then just move your fingers slightly. And you'll be able to feel the energy between your palm and your hands. You'll be able to feel the energy sitting on the bottom palm. And you'll be able to feel the holding the top palm it'll be quite significant now. You feel like you're holding a chart of energy. What we're going to do is you're going to bring the top over and you're going to get the top of the ball like a ball of energy, and you're going to push the ball down, compress the ball, and then you're going to turn it around and you're going to put it into your heart. Yeah? Push it into your heart. Good. And then bring your hands back down and sit them on your legs again. Very good. So there's two simple Qigong meditations you can do that will help to rejuvenate the energy inside your body. As I say, it tonifies some of the extraordinary vessels, the different exercises, Fu Xiao, the second one. Cultivating hands, it creates a lot of energetic movement inside the body, and a lot of the replenishing of qi inside the body happens inside that particular posture while sitting quietly with the dumai, the rinmai, and the daimai. It's a very specific exercise, and it's all about where your intention is, how you set it up. So you set up the intention with your mind, set up the center column, set up the three centers, then the rinmai, dumai, and the daimai. And once you've set it up, then you can just let it go, because then it starts doing it for yourself. You don't, like when you turn the light switch on, you turn the light switch on, the lights come on. You don't have to keep turning it on. Once it's on, it's on. So once you've created the intention with your mind to have the center column connected to the three centers and to be tonifying the dumai, rinmai, and the daimai, then that's what will happen. So you set your intention for that to happen. And then you have to sit there quietly and it'll just do it for you. And you can feel the energy moving through your body. You can feel it moving through the daimai. You'll be able to feel it moving up and down the rinmai as well. But our case, this stage, what we're trying to do is single mind. We're trying to keep our mind from wandering off and leaving the body, and stay inside the body, stay inside watching the breath, breathe in, breathe out, knowing that these other things are happening by themselves. Now, how you can tell a difference, of course, you can take your pulses before and after. If you want to, you can take your pulse before the meditation, after, and notice how much it changes in a different place, different parts of your body. For this one, you could do your heart pulse. For both of them, you could do your heart pulse, and you'll watch your heart pulse will regulate your heart pulse for you doing these two. If you have any questions about these exercises, please ask. They're very, as I say, they're nice and simple. You can go back and practice them again. It's just 5 minutes each of them, and sit there quietly with me, or sit quietly with yourself, and practice doing these exercises. It's only 10 minutes a day. Sit there quietly and just do those, and you'll be interested to see, even in a short period of time, how much of a difference it makes in the way your mind is, and makes how you feel inside your heart, how you feel inside your body. The difference it makes is quite profound. Yep. If you have any questions, please ask about that. We're going to bow at the end of the class. We're going to need to stand back up again to do that. We'll stand up, eh? Cool. Roll back on your thumbs. Left hand underneath the right hand on top. Two thumbs together. Gong. Make a fist with your left hand, cover it with your right. Bring it towards your heart, and then down to your physical center. Very good. Have a beautiful day, everyone. And as I say, if you have any questions, please ask. You're very welcome. Cheers. Meditate. Have a week of meditation. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.